I too much don't like none of these niggas. I too much don't like none of these hoes. Lil' bit won't fight for the dick, but I got more bitches, no. They wanna talk down just to see me. They got me all up on gold. She asked I got Molly for this one. Once she started coming out of clothes, damn, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way, well, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way. You little niggas scared of damn player. You little niggas scared of damn tamer. Nigga get ran by these bitches. But I got juice with lots of flavor. I tell her what it is, no pretending. Bitch won't put hands on a nigga. She all in your pockets for paper. For pulling out lick cause you broke. These little niggas know that they nasty. Fuck bitches on periods, you crazy. Gripping little bitch, I know. Can't sit in my whip if you leaking. I been on juice for a minute, but don't need no juice from a stingy. I ain't borrowing nobody hype. I can do this shit out with my niggas. I'm a real Israelite from the south. I got rank about you with the sauce. Little bitch acting like she got 8 one. But 5 taps, bitch, you toss. These niggas turn most just to save her. I ain't trusting no bitch that wear makeup. I ain't having no sex with these status. Her pussy died and met the maker. She got a big booty even though she look. Full of ass like a dollar bill. Hourglass, that's a body figure. But inside, that's what's truly real. I know you still talk to your baby daddy. Anything that make them babies happy. Back and forth with your normal tactics. She wanna be dyke, can't holler that ass. And I ain't never scared to tell her. Now you a bitch, hide from your past. Well, let's work up on the future. I got that juice when I enter. Baby girl got potential. With a mind going with the system. I say fuck all of these niggas and yeah. I too much don't like none of these niggas. I too much don't like none of these hoes. Lil' bit won't fight for the dick, but I got more bitches, no. They wanna talk down just to see me. They got me all up on gold. She asked I got Molly for this one. Once she started coming out of clothes, damn, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way, well, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way. Really don't like none of these niggas. I say fuck all of you niggas. Really don't like none of these hoes. I say go and get ghosts. Really don't like none of these niggas. Nigga must not know my rank, but we thrive apartments. Yeah, this section ain't had no name, you know I ain't signed shit. Lil' shorty gon' do her duties, gon' build down, help me. Yeah, most of these bitches got fleas, you leave his tricks up the sleeve. And a nigga done fell in love and know the bitch got a team. Yeah, I'm solo doing my shit, but I keep a Glock and stick. Yeah, and it match my motherfucking fit, but you don't know cause it's heat. Me and my mom Deuce out there struggling, do anything to feed the babies. Now I get to the goddamn money, do anything to feed my lady. I'm a real ass G-ass prince, UPK nation Israel. I got kids that's in your hood, posted up waiting to get you. All that soft ass shit with your hoe, it's wartime, we on go. And we take so much damn ground, but we don't even want no more. It's too late for you to buy, we don't want no new members. Cause your weak ass, dirt ass nigga can't even fight your addiction. And hell now we don't blend, you niggas puffing on the pen. You hit that shit on my whip, you get your ass dismissed. I've been gone for way too long, started calling my phone. And most of these fake ass niggas never know the fucking bond, bitch. Whole ass nigga, get your shit together, man. Get fucked by how it start. I love breaking bitches' hearts. I don't celebrate no birthdays. I care less about your cries. Lil' shorty, she gotta feel something, or she gon' do what she wanna. And I'm on top of all that shit. Could never catch me on slumber. Boss say he a boss, we bury his ass in Boston. Boss say talking about smoke, he coughin', put his man in the coffin. Yeah. Money up, bitch, we talking, counting up, that's for the culture, nigga. I know 3Z got my back, that's anytime where I'm at. No matter if I'm right or wrong, no big bro, he gon' step. Man, shout out Tweet Man Cub, no smoke, keep the slugs. Free Dre boy out of the pen, getting all to do it big, nigga. Boy, I stumped me a crock in Tim's, keep the blood souvenir. You a liability, baby ass gangsta, I wreck your shit like a deal. How I come up, I know how it is, out here in Crackerville. Nigga do anything for a drop, anything for a spill. I got SC on my back, South Coast, South Crack. If that stick jam up, you whack, you shoulda never pulled your gat. Tryna flex up on these hoes, but truly though, you a hoe, nigga. Get fucked by how I start, I love breaking bitches' hearts. I don't celebrate no birthdays, I care less about your cries. Little shorty, she gotta feel something, or she gon' do what she wanna. And I'm on top of all that shit, could never catch me on slumber. Boy say he a boss, we bury his ass in Boston. Boy say talking about smoke, he coffin, put his men in the coffin. Yeah, money up, bitch, we talking, counting up, that's for the culture, nigga.
Can't you feel the fire in my heart? I ain't need no new friends. I am not afraid to take a life. I'll kill your last for real. To kill or be killed, the Lord respects. 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 Born to win. Look at me, I'm far from sin, but I kill you with my righteous stick. You think you fly when your grandma said get out of the house, and where you ride, you leech ass nigga. I tried to tell it, little boy. Lord said you're killing them, be the ones hold in my hand. I ain't sparing the victim. What's really real? I train to kill all the way to the finish. You got a prince over your court saying you stupid ass crocker. Let's speed it up. Our people just so cursing, it's freezing up. Hurt Merc, put your ass in the dirt, and ain't even tough. Backpack full of stats, so you get, but ain't even enough. Fool, I'm ready for war. Ready for sun up, sun down, you became all up. Stop a cracker in the pieces, fuck that, just torture. Ain't no karma, little bitch. Turn your ass to a slave, cause you know what is written, little hoe. Can't you feel the fire in my heart? I ain't need no new friends. I am not afraid to take a life. I'll kill your last for real. To kill or be killed, the Lord respects. 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 I'm a key. I'ma be that one that's in the dreams you was fearing. I'ma walk it down like a sprinter, then cut your head off, it's in my hand, I watch it dangle. And I'm a beast with mine. Your girl looking at me now, I want no peace of mind, cause I'm a killer. It's a boulder right there, it's for your child, I grab his ankles. And I'ma split him, and happy shall he be when your family tree is taken, like it did my people. Don't you remember? The Trail of Tears, Andrew Jackson and his crackers. Boy, you took my brother's baby and killed him and said thanks for the giving. Don't you remember? What goes around comes around, and I'm waiting. I'm motherfucking waiting for that day, man. For me to grab your baby ankle and throw his damn head against a boulder back and forth till ain't nothing but goddamn ankle in my goddamn head. Yo, fat ass over there like a goddamn sofa leg, or sofa arm, cracker, like a whale washed up on a beach or something. You better get right. Fuck all that technology that you got when a low return, oh yes, it's on. To kill or be killed, the Lord respect. Can't you feel?
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga want war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood.
body. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest holding. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga on war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing, like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing, like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 we ain't gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
No Affiliation Radio, clap it up.
Damn right.
Clap it up.
Damn right.
No Affiliation Radio out here in South Carolina. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West 125th Street and out of Harlem, New York, under Commander Juliana. You know, when we come out, we got these this radio show set up so we could just sit back, have a sip, you know what I'm saying, of the best scotch and the best wine. They talk about all of the things that's going on, the hot topics.
Right.
Anybody want to chime in, please chime in.
Right.
Your comments are being read. You got any questions about anything, please feel free to ask your questions or whatever. But we're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time and all of that, man. And just, you know, sit back and be entertained, man. This is once again, we are IUIC South Carolina. This is No Affiliation Radio. You know, big shout out to Commander Juliana and all of the brothers inside of the school, man. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get into some topics in a few minutes. I want to do shout out. I definitely want to shout out to the brothers here in South Carolina under Commander Juliana for the excellent works that you know, y'all brothers have done with feeding the poor and going to city council and all those different things that's been happening. We got a lot of great stuff that's getting ready to happen out here in South Carolina. It's going to happen. The Lord is with it, you know what I'm saying? And just stay tuned. You're about to see some excellent things going on. But meanwhile, we're going to get right on into the show. We got Officer Mara Dockett over here. Give that a hand.
Let's get it.
Yeah, Officer Dr. Mara Dockett. We got Officer 59 Yard. You know what I'm saying? I'm Captain of 10,000 Natsazai. And I also got my son, not the little Natsazai, sitting over here. You probably can't sit in the camera, but he's sitting over there. He's going to be a man that's going to grow up in this school, man, for sure. So let's get it. What we got? What we starting off with?
Like I said, we got we're gonna talk about that IUIC member shot in what happened there in
Kansas City.
City, yes,
yeah.
Find that article.
Yeah. So for all of y'all that don't know, man, just this past week or two?
Past week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, past week or two, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, vengeance is the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you put your hands on those that the Lord chose to fix blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans,
Right.
and the Lord has given the power to do His work. You know what I'm saying? You're treading on something very dangerous, man.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? I was just telling the brother on the phone, it's like them IUIC niggas they are putting themselves in horrible danger by bothering the IUIC and the Commander General Yohana, man.
Right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man, that wasn't by no goddamn coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't by no goddamn coincidence that happened. That happened because them brothers put their hands on one of our brothers in the Kansas City camp up there in Kansas City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, that type of thing comes with repercussions, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta do nothing. Like we ain't gotta come put our hands on you. You know what I'm saying? It's an order. Like General Muhammad said, you know what I'm saying? General Muhammad could have gave us the order to go put our hands on them, and we would have did it. You know what I'm saying? We would have did it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But General Yohana is such a loving brother, such a merciful brother, that he didn't have us to come over there and stump y'all goofy asses out for even putting y'all hands on our brother. Right. So we just gave it up to the Most High, man. Right, man. Commander General Yohana allowed the Most High to handle that battle for us. And guess what? One of them niggas over there, IUIC, got popped. Right. And that was a judgment from the Lord, man.
Right. And
go ahead, Doc.
And if I could add, everybody say that the IUIC, you can leave that light on, not if you don't mind, brother. Everybody say that the IUIC is so unbrotherly, and we're so aggressive, and we harm people. But literally look what Commander General Yohana said. He said, you know what? He's given an order for not only the IUIC, but the citizens in Kansas City to not shoot the IUIC. And so everything that's been going on with the IUIC, we've been going back and forth for years upon years, and Commander General Yohana still has compassion for the IUIC, man. You understand me? Now, of course, all their wickedness and all their, disgusting lies, all this is continued to be revealed. But in the meantime, Commander General Yohana understands that war is not ours. You understand? That war belongs to the Most High. And just like you said, Cap, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. And best believe the IUIC is going to continue to be revealed and continue to be destroyed. So
damn right, give them a hand, man. That is just so damn true. That is so damn true. And then you going out there blaming the poor, you blaming them brothers out there for their conditions. You know what I'm saying? You blaming them brothers for their conditions like the white man ain't have a hand in the destruction of our people. You know what I'm saying? And every time I see them niggas, they blazing at the poorest and the most downtrodden of our people. But you don't never see them niggas getting in front of them political, and you don't see them blazing on the white man or blazing on the police department. Exactly. You know why? Because y'all are the police. Right. That's the reason why y'all don't blaze on the police departments. Y'all work for them, man. Facts. Y'all are of y'all father the devil, man. Right. And he was a murderer from the beginning. That's who the hell y'all are, man. You understand? So that's why we got this show right here so we can talk about it. And then you got the article already out. You still looking for it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So man, listen, we come in here, we come out here to warn you of these purple pigs because these purple pigs have a goddamn track record of being just so evil and preposterous with their behavior. Right. They're so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? We can name a list of things, man. Brothers that they've gotten falsely locked up in prison for years. You know what I'm saying? A sister that gets murdered because they allow her to be watched by some disgusted Hamite that shouldn't even be in that organization at all. Right. Because they're not Israelites, those damn Hamites, man.
And if I could, sir, and then they blame us for the killing of Joy Morgan.
Yeah, man. Listen, listen. I don't know if you know now, y'all, but man, me and Mardaki, boy, we was on it, man. We was getting on the phone with the sister and everything, but the sister had brought it to our attention that one of her family members have a seat, not I had one of her family's members was inside the IUIC, had told her, you understand that the ISUPK, that the Hamite was a visitor of the ISUPK.
Right.
That the Hamite that murdered Joy Morgan was a visitor of the ISUPK. Trying to basically persuade, that's how disgusting and evil you niggas are, that y'all will go that far to damn it lie. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can gain members. Y'all are some low life, insecure, low esteem, having ass niggas. Ain't never been able to get a woman. You know, you're lame. All of the girls talk shit about you. Right. All of the niggas used to jump on you because you were lame and soft ass niggas. That's who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why y'all would lie to everybody about some shit like that, man. Right. Go ahead. I got that article. Go ahead. Let's get it. Read it real loud.
Right. So, Kansas City, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City police are searching for suspect or suspects wanted in the shooting Monday night. The shooting happened at Gregory Boulevard and Prospect Avenue just before 8:15 p.m. A man was taken to the hospital as a result of the shooting. And it's like at last check, he is at stable condition.
Right. That's the little news article, little local news article that they put out on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know the IUIC probably pulled some strings to be able to keep the details out of the news, but we officially know that it was an IUIC member because guess what? They have a bounty on the brother, like some sort of a reward for whoever catch the man that they call assassination to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And if I could, I believe that that reward is $10,000.
Yes, like I got them saying that.
Now wait a minute. Not $10,000 because I don't know if it was which nigga was it? One of them. I don't know if it was the bug-eyed nigga. It was one of them niggas that said, "I'll throw $1,000 in it."
Oh man.
Because he want the head of that brother so bad. He want the head of that brother so bad. Now get this. I'm with General Muhammad. You know, I'm a listen. Everything they say, I take it as law.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And the speculation is really that 9 times out of 10, the man that shot him was probably another ex-IUIC or an IUIC member.
Wow, that makes sense though.
Yeah, because if you think of the disgusting things. If you think of the disgusting things that they teach in that school and the evilness that they do in that school, you know what I'm saying? You can see why somebody would be out of their mind and want to come and you know, shoot one of them.
Right.
If I came in there and somebody, now if I was in there and somebody told my woman that to divorce me, for whatever reason, I get kicked out, and your woman and my woman is still in there, and you tell her she has to divorce me now. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a brother in the world, I'm gonna want to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna either want to shoot the fade with you, I'm gonna want to shoot you, whichever one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that could
right.
Who knows?
And if I could, that makes perfect sense because me, you know, the sister that me and you was talking to, she was saying that her friend got kicked out because she didn't want to marry a certain member in the IUIC. So everything that you're saying makes perfect sense, and it is a strong possibility that's exactly what happened. Right. Because it's, you know, like we hear story upon story, and we know a particular brother, you know, that had a similar situation where she was a part of the IUIC, he was part of the ISUPK, and then you know, they told her to leave him because he wasn't in the IUIC at that given time. So I mean, like we just keep on seeing trending of them, you know, trying to gain, you know, a woman, but telling a woman that she has to leave her man.
Right.
Now, here in the IUIC, we don't operate like that. You understand me? If a sister come into school, married already, whatever the case may be, so we're going to encourage that sister, man, listen, man, bring your husband in here.
Right.
You understand? Bring your husband in there. Like you already rocking with us, you know what I'm saying? Like you messing with the truth, continue to be a righteous sister, but also be a righteous wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what the IUIC is teaching is unrighteousness.
Right.
They're telling you to hate your husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep with your husband.
Right.
And not only that, Cap, remember the same sister we was talking to, her husband is not even sleeping with her, but they stay within the same household. And he's a part of the IUIC. And he said the reason why he's not going to quote unquote have the the ceremony of marriage.
This was the sister we talked about, right?
Concert is because they're not going to have the ceremonial of marriage because she's not following his spiritual walk within the IUIC. So although they stay up under the same household, although they have kids together, they sleep in separate beds.
Let me translate that for you if you don't know what that means.
Right.
What that means is this faggot, it really is trying to get her to go and commit adultery. He doesn't want to have sex with her because she won't. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if you in the truth and the person you dealing with that you marry is in the world. You are still obligated to have sex with that person, man. That is your woman, that is your man, whoever that is. You should obey that. You know what I'm saying? Unless, of course, you get counsel because of whatever might be going on. You might suspect that sister got a disease or been a whore, or that brother might be doing something that's out of pocket or whatever. You want to get you'll get the counsel that you need for that.
Right.
But you are not under any obligation to deny or to defraud somebody from sex.
Right.
So now her saying that he ain't trying to have sex because she don't want to come up in that purple organization and be a purple pig or a purple sister or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he denying her of his due diligence, which is to have sex with her, just also proves that he's a faggot.
Right.
First off, so excuse my language, he's a homosexual,
right?
LGBT, you know what I'm saying, and that he's really just trying to get her to commit adultery.
And if I could, isn't it my mind is going to the scriptures where it talks about, and of course you can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the scripture says that if you're married, you can't deny your husband or wife sex, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? You
cannot defraud her. That's a scripture.
That's what it is. Yeah. So like IUIC, they just continue to show how wicked they are and how they want to draw division within the house of Israel. You understand me? Christ says he's coming to the of course to draw the division as far as the people that's not trying to follow your ways as far as in this truth. But IUIC, they like, man, listen, if she's not going, like she's not getting down with the IUIC in our ways, man, listen, you gotta let her go.
Right.
Man. That's not how it's supposed to be set up, man. That's not, that's not what Christ died for, man. Christ didn't die for that to happen, man.
Damn right.
You understand me? Christ wants to see black families. You understand me? And since I've been in the IUIC for my little time, I've seen nothing but black families flourish, black families being together, black families, having more babies and having more kids and raising up grandkids, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the graduations, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, pre-K, kindergarten, all the way up to college. It's a true family in here, man.
Damn right.
You understand me? And it's just like, it's getting to the point where it's like, man, the truths are being revealed here in the IUIC. And the wickedness and lies is being truly revealed in that stinking, disgusting IUIC, man. You understand me? With that quote unquote leader, quote unquote bishop, general, whatever he wants to call him, he's never been ordained, to have that title. You understand me? They are just nasty and disgusting, man. Everything is being revealed to them. And I think the Most High for the IUIC, man. You understand me? Because the IUIC is not going to let up, man. You understand me? It reminds me of the scriptures as far as how the priest will pray, day in and day out for something to come, for something to come pass. It seems like like when we're chastising and revealing these lies of the IUIC, it's like, man, it's like everything is just being revealed and just building up to something that's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Right. Because good night, it's like it's something happening every week with them, almost damn near every day. You understand me? Command Jenny, he's doing a breakdown right now of 2 IUIC members getting into it. Come on now, like, I mean, it's I mean, like, just like Command Jenny Hanna said, like the IUIC is truly finished, man. You understand me? I mean, like, it's getting to the point where it's like, IUIC, they just gonna be off the map. On to the next war. You understand me? We're ready for war, man. You understand? Because we're here for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians to do what, man? To come out of America, man, and come back to their true culture, come back to their heritage, and come back to being a Hebrew Israelite, man. You understand me? And this is what needs to happen, man. Everyone needs to see that IUIC is disgusting. Everyone needs to see that IUIC is nasty. Everyone needs to see that IUIC don't give a damn about Black, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Damn right. Give them my hand.
Like it.
Damn right. Give them my hand. And I got a precept on that sister. Give me 1 Corinthians 7, chapter 7 now, y'all. And this is more proof that they're so evil. And what that sister was saying about her telling him that, and I wish the sister had enough strength to want to be on the show, man. Because then I'd have her to say all of that, and bring it on out. But of course, it's all good. Not everybody has enough strength to get out there and speak out about stuff. However, we gonna speak out on it.
Damn right.
Because we know this is the type of evilness that comes out of that group.
Exactly.
And them telling that sister, I'm not gonna have sex with you since you don't want to be put on the purple shirt or the purple dress and the purple head wrap. Man, you a damn evil fool, man.
And if I could just add, it's like, these sisters, they, like they not, ugly or anything.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be sisters that be, that have possible good value, but it's like they see the wickedness and they don't want to be a part of wickednesses, wickedness. So they can be like, man, well, I mean, I can't have sex with them.
Oh, man. They gay. Them IUIC niggas is gay. So like, get that from me. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Verse 7. So like, 1 Corinthians,
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 7.
Chapter 7, verse 1.
It's like chapter 7, verse 1.
Now
concerning the things whereof.
Read it loud.
Now concerning the things whereof. He wrote unto me. It is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Paul said that it's good for a man not to touch a woman. Just another word saying in this walk, in this truth, this work that we do, you know what I'm saying? In order to have the focus that you need to do this work, it's good that you don't have a woman. It's not that it's not a bad thing to have a woman, but it's good that you have all your focus on your first wife, which is this truth.
Fact.
Right. This is why the scriptures. That's why in Timothy, I believe it says to be a bishop of one wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to be focused on the truth and not to have a wife. Read on.
Verse 2.
But nevertheless, read.
To avoid fornication.
To avoid fornication, which means to avoid what? Unlawful sex, adultery, bestiality, homosexuality. Those type of things. Read on.
Let every man have his own wife.
Let every man have his own wife. What does that mean? That means a man having a woman that he's married to, and not somebody else's woman.
Exactly.
You understand? The woman that he's married to, that's his woman and nobody else's woman.
Exactly.
And he can't go and take. I can't go and be with Marduk, his woman. Marduk, you can't have my woman. We have our own women. You understand? Read on.
And let every woman have her own husband.
What does that mean when it says for every woman to have her own husband? Every woman to have her own husband, meaning that man she's with, that's the only man she's gonna be with. It ain't gonna be she's with him and then gonna have her little side piece and a little sneaky link over here and this and that. Ain't none of that going on because the Bible says every woman has what?
Let a woman have her own husband.
Let every woman have her own husband. Read on.
Verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
I need you to read that loud because that's very important. Read it.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Let the husband do what?
Let the husband render unto the wife due to benevolence.
Do benevolence.
Do benevolence.
Let the husband render unto the wife do benevolence. Read on.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
And likewise the wife unto the husband. Meaning that they have a duty to each other.
Exactly.
To be with each other, to show each other kindness, to love each other, to have sex with each other.
Right.
They have that duty to each other. You understand? So if this woman is your wife, you can't tell her, oh, I'm not gonna have sex with you because you won't put on a goddamn purple dress.
Right.
You dummy, you dumbass. You understand? You can't tell her that. You understand? You gotta have sex with that woman because the Bible says what again? Read that scripture again out.
Let the husband render unto the wife due to benevolence. And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Right, read on.
Verse 4, the wife have not power over her own body.
The Bible says the wife don't have power of her own body. She can't tell that man that she can't deny that man of sex, man. Now that doesn't mean you can take it from her.
Right.
We don't teach rape in here. If a woman don't want to have sex, you can't force. I remember IUIC had a video where they were saying you gotta, if she don't want to have sex, I'm gonna get it anyway. On some damn real GMS game, some rape shit. So excuse my language, whatever. But at the same time, she's not supposed to deny you from having sex.
Right.
Right. Read on.
Verse 4, the wife have not power over her own body.
She don't have power over her own body. Why? Because y'all are one.
Right.
Her body is yours. Your body is hers. Read on.
But the husband, and likewise.
But the husband, meaning she doesn't have power over her own body. Her husband has power over her body. Read on.
And likewise, also the husband have not power over his own body.
And you, nigga, you don't have power over your own body.
Right.
Your body does not belong to you. Read on.
But the wife.
But to your wife. Right. So that woman that you told, we not having sex because you ain't putting on the purple shirt, nigga, you can't do that. You can't do that. Because the Bible says that your body is not your own. That body, that whenever that woman says, I want some penis or some ride, you better be ready to give her that ride. So you better give her that ride unless you got some kind of sickness or medical condition or whatever going on to where you could legit do that. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
Lies to this.
That's it.
And if I could just add, when you look up, in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, we talk about marriage.
No, hair was covered. Salagi.
No. I have mine uncovered.
Oh, you took it out. Okay. Yeah, your hair was uncovered.
I have mine uncovered. So
no sweat. Make the water for the brother that reached out to me. Let me know. I wasn't even paying no mind to it.
I have mine uncovered though. Salagi. When you look up in the the Compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary, you see that of course marriage, it talks about, as far as having a mutual agreement, of course, with the Most High, but also it talks about continually sexual intercourse. You understand? Meaning that of course that binds you guys together. You understand? And with this lining up, this scripture is saying, when your woman wants some sex, give her sex. And when your man wants some sexes, give him some sex. Right. But IUIC is, they just flipping the scriptures to their own understanding. You understand me? It's like they doing it, how our oppressor does. Right. You understand? Like as far as, good night, man. They might as well worship the, white Christ. Right. You understand? Exactly. Because it's like, all the philosophies and all the, all the different cultures that they're mixing. It's like, man, they're mixing with white society. Right. You understand? Because it's a black thing to want to be able to, hang out with your wife, cuddle with your wife, have sex with your wife. You understand? Doing all these great things and righteous things. But in retrospect, when it comes to the IUIC, they like, oh man, listen, she ain't getting down with us. Don't sleep with her, brother. You know what I'm saying? like give us that ride. It's pretty much what they saying.
That's what's gonna happen. She gonna become a whore, or and it's gonna be because one of them other IUIC niggas who's supposed to be his brother is gonna go and gonna meet up with her and gonna slide up in her. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how foul and disgusting those brothers is, man. And the Lord is not with the IUIC. Don't be fooled. Don't be dismayed, man, by the numbers. By their numbers and the garments and the riches, the money, all of that don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. You understand? That right there will deter you and will take you in the wrong direction. You understand? Is there anything else on that topic?
So I'm about to had a video of when he was saying that $10,000.
Yeah, let's hear that garbage. See if you can, and then we gotta find a way to be able to pull this.
Something a little bit different.
Like so you
said. That's it.
Yeah, contest.
Shit, we might need to end up moving that thing down this
closer.
Not right now, but future references moving down this way.
You're gonna do something a little bit different.
He said we gotta do something a little bit
different. Put that up so the people can see it. Right there. Put that up so the people can see it. This is how much our brothers matter to us. For anybody that's watching, for anybody that's in the area, for anybody that heard anything, there's a $10,000 reward for anyone leading to information that can bring forth an arrest and conviction. There is a $10,000 reward. That's the phone number for you to call there. If anybody that's watching, anybody in the area, you put it out there, you spread it to everybody, you let them know. If anybody could give us information as to who tried to assassinate our brother, it is a $10,000 reward.
Man, stop there for a second. And if I could, man, that would have never happened if y'all be obedient to Commander General Yohana. Right. Commander General Yohana is the only man authorized to lead the Hebrew Israelite movement on this earth. And you dummies, y'all think y'all know what y'all doing and y'all don't know what you're doing. You're untrained and you are playing with brothers' lives out there, man. That's why that damn Nathaniel was so disgusting. We could sit all day and talk about how gay he looked and how sickly he looked and how much of a dirty, crooked cop he is. But people need to really know that this man is playing with the lives of a lot of brothers who may be sincere. That brother that got shot could have been very sincere. He might have been a brother that would have been in the ISUPK if he wasn't so blinded by the goddamn purple and the riches and all of the other bullshit that he seen, man. He could have been very well, a sincere brother. And he had to get shot because of the folly and the untrained and the stupidity of these damn purple pigs, man. And now they want to sit out here and act like they really love black people. Oh, I got $10,000. I want it for whoever comes with some information leading to the arrest of the man who did it. That's probably the $10,000 they locked somebody up with.
Right, and you know so crazy. If I could, sir, let's just say, for instance, they do find this person, and a person that comes forward with the information has to be a member out of IUIC. 9 out of 10 times, what they do, what they gonna do? They gonna take that money right back.
Man, you already know.
9 out of 10 times, they gonna take that money right back.
You already know it.
You understand? Because
they some damn crooks, man.
Right, because that's what the police force do. You understand me? When you look at drug busts and like all of these drug like these cartels and stuff. When these crooked cops get in the midst of it, they taking drugs, chopping it up, selling back to the cartel. They taking the money, buying crack from the or heroin from the cartel, and then selling it back to the poor. IUIC is a total, literally the same. You understand me? It's just like you just see police. When you see the IUIC, I see police when I see the IUIC. And Captain Thyra up in Tennessee, he had a picture of.
I saw it. That's the one where they got the police officer in the middle,
right
and
in the
purple niggas is on the outside.
I'm looking like, come on now.
Damn, boy.
Come on now. Like, oh, man. Like, of course in IUIC, we abide by the laws. But Shalak, I don't think we gonna take no pictures with no police.
Brother, I ain't taking no Shalak. It ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Even like I'm good on that.
Dang.
I'm good on that. The police department don't have a good reputation.
Right. Con.
And I'd be damned if I'd be standing next to them. Just like I wouldn't stand next to no IUIC nigga and take a picture with him. I'm not gonna do it with the police department.
Right.
But them niggas, the reason why they take a picture with the police department is because they're in solidarity with the police department.
Right.
They want to do the same thing the police department has been doing, has had a track record of doing in America, and that's knocking niggas upside the head and throwing them in jail for false or dumb crimes. Man.
Right. And I look at it as, you know, the IUIC is the same police officer that shot Walter Scott in the back. You understand me? I look at it as, you know, IUIC is hand in hand with Zimmerman because they say, who in the hell is Trayvon Martin? To the hell with them.
That blood is on their hand.
Blood is on their hand. It's like, you know, everything that's lining up with the police force lines up so perfectly with the IUIC. The police force been killing us since, since slavery, since they've been called the slave patrols. You understand me? And now it's fast forward to what? We in 2023. They still killing us. You understand me? They still It was a video that was on Facebook. It was something so brutal. A police officer, literally, a black couple had got into it, and a police officer, he shot the man about 7 times.
Damn.
7 times. And this was recent. All over a scuffle between black people. You understand me? And so, like, it's getting to the point where IUIC, they're going to get to the point where they're going to be doing that same thing. They the damn police force, man. They hate black people. They hate Hispanic people. And best believe they don't give a damn about Native Indians, man. Come on now.
Damn right. And listen, they already made it clear how they feel about you Issacharites, man. By calling that one brother that exposed them a wetback. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's brother, them purple pigs is horrible. What else we got out?
All right, so we can drop that.
We got any comments, any questions? Anybody wanna chime in on something?
Yes, sister Isla said they should be tired of getting exposed already.
You understand? Give Sister Isla a hand.
Yeah, right.
Give her a hand for that, because that's absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to tune in, man. You know, and donate to our podcast, donate to this radio station. We're gonna start putting this information up so y'all can donate to our radio show, because we're gonna enhance it over time. As you see, we got some new furniture, got a little different scenery. We're gonna get some more cameras. You understand? We're gonna get a mixer board. We're gonna have more mics. We're gonna have shit. This gonna be popping. I'm trying to tell you, this shit gonna be real nice. You're gonna love it. You know, but you gotta plant that seed. It's gotta start somewhere. It's gotta grow. You know what I'm saying? So y'all donate, and push this radio show out. We already been faithfully putting this video, this radio show out every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we missed a day. You know what I'm saying? We've been making it go. So with that being said, keep helping us out, supporting us, because we're gonna push this out and we're gonna get all of this information out. We're going to keep stumping on IUIC purple-ass capes, you know what I'm saying, until we see no more of them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep bringing out the white man as the devil, as he is, in every current topic that's out here. And we're going to get into the next one. What we got now, y'all?
And if I could add just real quick, if you see any article that you want us to bring out, or, that may catch your eye and you want us to break it down, or you may need some better understanding, just hit us in the inbox. You understand? No Affiliation Radio on Facebook and YouTube, or you can hit up also Nayar personally. You understand me?
Yeah, right. What we got?
All right, so we got we'll talk about this NFL player. He allegedly strangled his girlfriend after she liked another man's Instagram photo.
Sheesh. Say that again. An NFL player. The NFL player strangles his girlfriend after what now? After she did what?
After she liked another man's photo.
After she liked another man's photo. Sheesh. That is horrific. But is this a brother? Which brother? What's his name? Let me tell y'all something, man.
His name is Hassan Haskins.
Hassan
Haskins.
Hassan Haskins. Played for what team?
The Titans.
The Tennessee Titans.
Right.
Strangled her to death, huh?
Right.
Because she liked another man's photo. If it was me, I'd want to investigate a little bit more to find out if it was really just alike.
Right, exactly.
Because with and this is, this is just, this is not all women, but most of the time it's some more stuff that's linked to that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not at all approving of any abuse. In IUIC, we don't approve of men abusing women.
Right.
We don't approve of that. But there is a horrible demon in sisters nowadays that want to be extremely promiscuous and very provocative in those ways. So that's such an evil thing that has happened. Lord be with that sister's family. It was a sister, right? Because I know most of these ball players like to sleep with white women.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't do the white women like that. They'll definitely do a sister like that. But they won't do the white woman like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's horrific. You know what I'm saying? And the scriptures, that's why we need the law, statutes, and commandments. Because the laws give us strict rules and straightforward commandments. The Bible says thou shalt not kill. You know what I'm saying? Which really means thou shalt not murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so those laws was given to Moses to give to us so that we would know how to live our lives. You know what I'm saying? And because because our people have become a lawless people today, you know what I'm saying, that's not one of those laws that we follow by.
Right.
And so then that's why we get a lot of murders like this one right here, man.
If I could, before we go to that article, so I want to go to this article that came out a few years ago. It was a white NFL player. Let me get his name real quick. Shalagia.
Was this the one that strangled the sister, choked out?
Right, choked her out. Chad Wheeler of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
So I'm talking about, this sister couldn't be no more than 100 pounds. So I'm talking about he beat her, strangled her, damn near suffocated her, all because of what? Because she didn't want to bow down to him. You understand me? She didn't want to bow down to him, and like kind of role play as a slave. So he took it upon himself. I'm talking about you gotta look up the images. It's too gruesome for me, but I'm talking about imagine a 6'8", 300-pound man beating up a 500-600-pound woman. I'm talking about broken bones, broken cheeks, all because she didn't want to bow down to him. You understand me? And of course, the Bible does not support interracial marriage. So when this article came out, I was thinking about these sisters, they gotta not get so caught up in the fame and get so caught up with Hollywood. Because why, man? Because you're gonna end up just like this sister was right here. And guess what? That sister forgave him. You understand me? That sister forgave him. Why? Because she's looking at that check. She's looking at her lifestyle. She's looking at, all the designer clothes, all the cars, all the vacations. You understand me? We got to realize, man, that they have a perfect hatred for us. You understand? And deep down inside, they want to kill every Black, Latino, and Native Indian if they can get away with it.
Damn, in my hand, that is so true, man. That's so true. But you got to understand some of these ball players. A lot of them are just boys. You know what I'm saying? And they got the same mentality they had when they was in high school. And they dysfunctional and delusional, especially a white man like that, like the one you was describing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that comes with also the hatred of Black people. Right. This is a sidebar. We're gonna go back to the article. But what a lot of sisters need to understand, and brothers too, but let's talk about just basically on what you were saying. Right? You sisters gotta understand. I know you think that just being with a nigga is just horrible. You get tired of it because you know brother gonna find him another woman. He gonna have sex with another woman.
So like I just want to interject just real quick because I remember that comment that he said after he was beating her and strangling her, and you know she lost consciousness and she came back. The devil said, "Wow, you're still alive."
That's heavy.
I forgot that he said that.
That's heavy.
And that's in the article. All you gotta look up is Chad Willard. I mean, you know, these articles are not gonna lie. He said that, wow, after I'm talking about strangling her, beating her, twisting her arm and all that stuff. You know, she lost consciousness, she came back.
Right.
The devil said, "Wow, you're still alive." Come on now.
And listen,
no
sweat. Listen, this article is old, but it still stands, man.
How come?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the Lord gave us laws.
Right.
Like this sister marrying this heathen. That's problems right there, right off the bat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like once again, you sisters, y'all, man, this society has taught you to hate black men so bad. You think that this poor black man is just the worst thing you could ever deal with. You know what I'm saying? Until you go out there and you chase behind this white man and then find out that this white man just wants to role play with you. You think you in love with this man.
Right.
This man sees an opportunity. This is like a white man. I want you to hear this for a second. A white man getting with a black woman is like a white man going to Africa or to some jungle for the first time and shooting exotic animals or doing something extreme.
Right.
Like this, he just wants to see what it's like. He don't give a damn about. He's not invested in marrying you.
Right.
You're not somebody he wants to show to his mama or his dad. His mama and daddy don't want you. Him bringing them nigga bitches up inside of his house, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
You understand? He don't. His family don't want you in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this for him is like just a trophy.
Right.
It's like shooting the biggest lion you can find and putting his head up on the damn wall or something. That's what it's like when a white man gets with you. Because he doesn't care about marriage with you. He's not invested emotionally in you. He just wants to know what it's like to put his rod inside of some black box.
Right.
He wants to know what it's like to have sex with a woman that's not of his kindred or his nation. That's the type of bastard Esau is. And he's taught you to be that way. You think that you interested in white men because you think they're attractive.
Right.
You black women don't think really white men are attractive. You only do it because of the excitement and the thrill and the curiousness of having sex with some other than this black man you have learned to hate.
Right.
You really just want to have sex with something different, and you think this is going to change your mind and make you feel better about yourself and make you feel like you're more loved and all of this and that, when really you're doing the same thing that every homosexual does that wants love. They go and chase their lust and their desires and do things that are not seemingly or right, that is not right. Exactly. That is a sexual deviance, man. So you black women who think that being with these white men is something good, you know what I'm saying? Them white men, they don't want you like that. Right. They don't. And same thing with you brothers who chase after them nasty devils, man. Them Karens, them white girls. You brothers who do that, you understand, it's weak, because your excuse normally is, oh, well, she don't yell, she don't scream, she don't fight, she don't argue, she don't do none of that. That's the reason why I would listen. You better learn to love that ghetto black bitch that the Lord gave us, man. I love her to death. I'm trying to give black women a hand. So like give black Hispanic and they Indian women a hand. You know what I'm saying? They hard-headed as hell. And they might get on your damn nerves. But the Lord made that broad for us. Man, I'm trying to he made that woman for us. Not that stringy, stinking devil that you call a white woman. She was not made for us. Because any chance that she get, if you get on her wrong side, she gonna have you locked up for the rest of your damn life. You better ask all of these brothers that's in jail behind being married to these white women. That's why the Lord says interracial marriages, not to marry our sons with their daughters and marry our daughters with their sons.
Right.
You understand? That's in the Bible. That's biblical because of things like that, man.
Facts.
You know, and I know that kind of went off track with this situation, but we've learned this wickedness and this evilness, this murdering and hurting each other from the white man.
Right.
This ain't part of our culture. We come from a culture of laws, right, Mark?
Right.
We come from a culture of laws.
Right.
But every time we get persuaded to do wickedness, it's by people who are lawless.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't go out on the streets like IUIC and blame these brothers and sisters for being on drugs.
Right.
And blame them for the murder and the drugs. We know that the white man put crack inside of our neighborhoods.
Right.
We know that he pushed fentanyl and Percocets and Xanax all over the goddamn place. We know that he's the reason why there's so much prostitution and homelessness out here in these ghettos. We know that. That's why when we go out there, we tell these brothers and sisters, we be like, the Lord, the Lord loves you. The Lord wants you to come back to him. Right. We're going to show you how to do it, but we're going to feed them too. We're going to make sure they right. Then, you know what I'm saying, we're going to show them how to get better.
Exactly.
But we're not going to do it the IUIC.
Right.
We're not going to go out there and point at you. You see why that happened? Did you see where they was where they had went out there and was trying to tell the brothers and sisters out there in Buffalo? The reason why the brothers and sisters got shot up in that grocery store was because they was some sinners.
That's
bastards.
Man, listen, Cap, that right there, that made me so angry. It's like to the point where I was boiling on the inside because it's like, man, these are supposed to be the leaders for Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. You understand me? So you telling me that Christ is going to come back and he's going to chastise Black, Latinos, and Native Indians? So you telling me that Christ is going to come back and accept dreadlocks? So you telling me that Christ is going to come back and be rolling up joints and weed? You understand me? So it's like, it's getting to the point where it's like, man, like, you know, these fake Israelite groups, it's like they're just going to just die off while the IUIC flourish. Because we've been flourishing since 1969. You understand me? And we're going to continue to do it. Why? Because we care for the poor.
Damn right.
The scripture says, hell, the poor is going to inherit the kingdom of heaven.
You ain't never lied about that.
You understand me? So how can you chastise the poor when the scripture says that they are going to be the ones that are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven?
Damn right.
We feed the poor. You understand? We nourish the poor. We give counsel and advice to the poor. Why? Because we understand the scriptures. We understand brotherly love. We understand sisterly love. Why? Because that's what Christ did.
Damn right.
You understand? We are the true and perfect examination of exactly what Christ did when he was here, man.
Damn
you
right.
understand me? And IUIC, they hate Christ. You understand me? They hate Christ. You know why? Because they hate Christ for exactly what he was doing as far as going out to the poor, washing the feet of the poor. You understand me? Talking to the poor, hell, feeding the poor.
But like, you know, they don't feed the poor, right?
So they don't.
They don't feed the poor.
They don't.
You gotta be a member. And this is what me and I was talking to Nazar. This is how evil those bastards are, right? They're so evil in this. They feel like the only way to give resources of food to the poor is that they have to gain enough strength to come inside of their organization. Then they can reap those benefits. Yeah. Otherwise, they're pieces of trash.
Right.
And what makes it so evil is this is a man right here on drugs. This is a sister over here who is downtrodden and got a bunch of kids, and she probably on drugs too, schizophrenic, all those kind of things. And she going through all of this hell right here.
Right.
You expect her to gain all of that strength on her own? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go out here and we got to first off give them what they immediately need.
Right.
It's in the Bible. We got to give them what they need. If they need food, give them food. Right. They need something to drink, give them something to drink. They need shelter, show them how to get some goddamn shelter. Right. Or give them some shelter, man. And then after you do that, then you go out here and you show them how they're supposed to live. Exactly. You tell them you tell them the sins that they're doing, and you teach them how to not sin. Right. You know what I'm saying? But these evil bastards in the IUIC, they expect somebody who's out here drunk out of their mind or diseased out of their mind and and drug addicts to gain the strength on their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just be able to come in there just so they can get some bread, so they can get some water. No, fuck that. We not evil up here in the IUIC. Because Commander General Yana, we Commander General Yahada's sons.
Damn
and
right.
Commander General Yahada has compassion for the poor.
Damn right.
And Commander General Yahada's sons are gonna go out here and we're gonna go out here and raise these people.
Damn
because
right.
these brothers and sisters out here, these are God's children, man.
Exactly.
You understand? And Christ says, this is what Christ said, and I'm paraphrasing. When you feed the poor, when you raise up the poor out here and you do good things to them, it is the same as you doing it to Christ. Man.
Right.
You ain't doing this for just them. You doing this for Christ.
Damn
so
right.
you go out there and you put some food in that brother's hand. He might not have ate for 3 days.
Right.
You put that sandwich in that brother's hand.
You
didn't just feed that brother. You fed Christ that day.
Damn right.
You understand? And that's what we do in the ISUPK. Give that a hand. Commander Juliana is amazing, man.
It's amazing. And if I could just piggyback, like off that, just say just one little thing, and then we're gonna get back to this article. IUIC is some uppity niggas, man.
Damn right.
You understand? Like they the uppity niggas that think that they are above everyone else. You understand? They are like quote unquote hand in hand exactly with white society. They look at us exactly how white society look at us.
Damn right.
Dumb niggas, spics, you understand me? The native Indians and reservoirs can't even live freely in their own land. They just some uppity niggas, man. Should like it. I just want to say that.
Damn right. Let's move on. Move it on, like General Mom said.
Right.
Move it on. Move it on.
I'm about to read this article now. All right, so it's a Tennessee Titans running back I don't know if I'm saying it right. Hassan Haskins is facing an aggravated assault by strangulation, charged in connection with a June 22nd altercation with his girlfriend.
Right.
According to ESPN, the NFL player's girlfriend, Makia Green, was also arrested and charged with aggravated assault by strangulation and felony vandalism. Haskins was later released on a $10,000 bond, while his girlfriend was also released after posting a $7,500 bond.
So he didn't kill her. This was he just strangled her.
Yeah, kind of. We are aware of the situation and gathering additional information. The Titans announced in a statement last Friday the arrest advocate. The arrest affidavit of the June 22nd incident was shared on Twitter by Scoop Nashville. Authorities stated that the couple got into an argument after Green clicked like on a picture. After Green clicked like on a picture of a male on Instagram. Green said she ended up going to the closet and begging to throw the suspect's shoes down to the floor. Haskins, I think it's his age. No, that might be. I don't know if that's his age or but Haskins 20 also made his way into the closet, asking Green to stop touching his things and pushing the victim to the ground and causing the victim to hit the back of her head. The affidavit stated. Green told us, you got something to say?
Yeah. This is what it sounds like. This sounds like a typical case of some sort of domestic dispute and domestic violence, man, which is very common amongst Black and Hispanic and Native Indian men and women, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, this is because we don't this is because of our lack of knowledge. Right. Give me that scripture that says we are destroyed from lack of knowledge, man. You understand? This is because of us not understanding the laws. Because the laws, this is what's so beautiful about brotherhood. The laws are based around keeping our brotherhood strong. And brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? And when you learn the laws, you understand then you learn how to deal with your brother and your sister. And when you know the laws, you as a husband knows that your wife is your sister.
Right.
And you as a woman knows that your husband is your brother. You know what I'm saying? And it's important. That's why y'all need to tune in to Tuesday night brotherhood class so y'all can get a good understanding of what brotherhood is according to the truth. And this right here ain't nothing but an example of how much hatred Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men and women have accumulated under each other for these many years under the oppression of the white man who is the devil on this earth, man. You understand? So this ain't no surprise. Is there anything that's like real different that stands out about this right here, or is it just a case of domestic violence between these two?
I think it's just domestic violence. To me, that would sound like.
Yeah. I mean, that's just something that Commander General Yohana can fix if you allow Commander General Yohana, you understand, in the spirit of this truth, the spirit of Christ. You understand, to do the work and the labor that was commissioned to us by our King Yahweh Shah. Right. We go out here and we give counsel to brothers and sisters who are experiencing domestic violence in their household. You know what I'm saying? We raising the poor. We helping addicts to get over addictions. You know what I'm saying? These are real life things that we do.
Right.
And if we ran this nation, the entire nation, which we already do this in IUIC, man. So if everybody would fall under this nation, under this UPK umbrella, then you will see no more crimes. You will see no more of these things happening towards our people. So that's all I wanted to say about that. If you want to get to the next article, we can roll with it.
You want me to put that scripture on?
What was scripture I asked you for? Yeah, destroy the lack of knowledge. Bible shop. All heads uncovered by Shah. Go ahead.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, read.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord's people, you Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, you are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. You don't have an understanding of the truth because you don't have the knowledge, man. Well, the knowledge, I will tell you, is in the IUIC. Because you're not going to get the knowledge from your teacher, from your pastor.
Right.
Your pastor's his only endeavor is to steal money from you and to teach you how to be a pitiful, disgusting sinner so that you'll keep running back and putting money in his pockets for his little, his little prayers or whatever his little manipulation tactics is to get you to give him all your money.
Right.
You understand? That's what his hustle is, what it is. You understand? You destroyed for lack of knowledge. The reason why you out here dying in the streets, you understand, and out here, gang banging and getting killed and doing drugs and dying of, from getting high off of fentanyl, is because you don't have the knowledge to know that those things are evil and wicked.
Right.
Because your pastors are telling you that you can be a sinner and you can come as you are. That's what they used to say back when I was in the church. Come as you are. You understand? But the only problem in the Christian churches is when they tell you to come as you are, they are basically allowing you to be as you are.
Right.
In the IUIC, you come in here and you change. You understand? And we give you knowledge. But keep reading now. It says you're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Read on.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because what?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because what?
Because thou hast rejected
because
knowledge.
Our brothers and sisters, we have rejected knowledge. We have rejected knowledge, man. The Lord has given us knowledge, has given us understanding time after time, but we have rejected it time after time. You understand? Read on.
I will also reject thee.
And the Lord will reject you, man. We say this out of love.
Right.
The Lord wants your servitude. The Lord wants your servitude.
Right.
And you owe it to him for the many times that he has gotten us out of captivity, for the many times that he showed mercy on us when we were supposed to be extinct, when we were supposed to be destroyed utterly off this earth.
Right.
The Lord said, what again? That last part?
I will also reject thee.
The Lord said he would also reject us because we reject the knowledge that would save us.
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge that would normally save us, that would keep us from falling into the hands of our enemies. We have rejected it. And so the Lord, because of that, the Lord will reject us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You brothers and sisters better understand that the Lord wants to be served. Read on, or is that it on that?
That's a little more.
Go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
That thou shalt what?
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
That thou shalt not be any priest unto the Lord, man. Read on.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Seeing that you have forgotten the law of thy God.
Right.
You understand? Our people have forgotten the laws, statutes, and commandments, which is the reason why you commit adultery, which is the reason why you practice homosexuality, which is the reason why you trust in thine enemy.
Right.
When the Lord says to trust not into thy enemy.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
I will also forget thy children.
The Lord said he would forgive thy children. And we have been forgotten because of us not being obedient to God, man.
Right.
But not anymore. Because now we have the Lord in the IUIC under Commander Giuliani.
Right.
Was that it?
Yeah.
That was it on that. So like I'm done with that.
Right.
I yield. You got some say more?
It's just, like we look at, white society because, I look at the outer aspect of things, you know what I'm saying? When I look at, why we strung out on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Why we whores and prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? We got to look at the kingpin of drugs, white society.
Damn right.
You understand me? White society, they put drugs and guns in our neighborhoods. You understand me? They do all of these things to chastise and belittle Black, Latinos, and Native Indians to the point where we don't have a choice but to draw near to them. You understand me? And it's to the point where it's like, man, like, good grief, like, and that just shows you once again how much compassion we have for our people because, we truly care for our people and we don't want our people strung out on drugs. You understand me? We don't want our people to be whores and whoremongers. And when I say our people, of course, we only mean Black, Latinos, and Native Indians. Right. You understand me? Let's get that squared away right now. You understand me? Because the Bible talks about Israel this, Israel that, 12 tribes of Israel this, Israel. Everybody's not a part of Israel, man. You understand me? And fast forward into now to 2023, it's like, man, it's like we are truly destroyed all around what? All around society, white supremacy, the music industry. Everybody want to be a hot girl these days, man. You understand me? Everybody want to be shaking it. You know what I'm saying? But don't nobody want to be a damn mother, though. Right. You understand me? Don't nobody want to be a father because, society has it to the point where it's like, oh, man, you don't have to be that. You can be something else. You understand? You can be a drug dealer. You understand? You can get all the money in the world if you follow our ways and if you follow our constitution, if you follow, everything that we have set up for you. Was that Kodak Black or was that what's the other guy? Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda. When he was getting a record deal, hell, he was on the damn table dancing in front of white people. So, right, you understand me? It's almost like we puppets for white society, man. It's time for us, man, to do exactly what the scripture says, man. Gather together, gather together, man, for a nation that is not desired, man. Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, we have never been desired, ever. You understand me? We've never been desired. And here in 2023, guess what? We're still not desired. Right. You know what I'm saying? So why not come together, man? Don't come together for no damn 4th of July. Don't come together for Memorial Day. Don't come together for your damn birthday. Come together when your brother and sister truly need you, man.
So like, yeah, I'm slide through.
Come on, sir. You understand? Let's come together when we need one another, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so let's come together and let's put our funds together and build up farms. Because for sure in the hood they don't have no grocery stores.
Right.
But you go out in the fucking suburbs, what they got? Publix, Little, Aldi's, Ingles, all these different type of restaurants. But you go in the hood, they got these corner stores, and what these corner stores serve? Pork. You understand me?
And drug paraphernalia.
Right, and drug paraphernalia. What's that shit called? The CBD. You understand me?
And pipes and all of that kind of stuff.
And guess what? The people that are selling them, the East Indians, they don't even eat pork.
And
that's a slap in the face.
And an ABC store on every corner of the hood.
Right, Comic-Con.
To go to the white neighborhoods, how many ABC stores you see out there?
In a gun store.
Right.
It's a gun store in every corner.
You can't tell me that the conspiracy is that they want us to be sinners. Like please believe and understand that the white man knows that we have a real powerful God.
Right.
And he knows that as long as we are in sin, that the Lord, this is what they believe. They don't understand the mercy of the Lord. They don't understand the Lord. But they believe as long as we stay sinners, that the Lord will never come back on our side and redeem us out of this hell.
Right.
But they got something coming, man. They don't understand how the Lord works. The Lord loves us unconditionally.
Right. That's a fact, sir. That's a fact.
What we got? We got any comments, questions, anything?
Live, sir. I guess we can drop that right there and talk about this actually happened here in Greenville County. This is this youth pastor faces more charges after recording a woman in a girl's bathroom.
Youth pastor was doing what now?
He was
recording a young girl or a woman.
All right, so it says a youth pastor faces more charges after recording women, girls in the bathroom.
Read the article out. Let's hear that. and let me tell you something before I go into it, because I was just showing Maradaki in the car how this pastor, this gay man was videotaping this pastor who he had just had sex with. He had just had sex with.
Man,
I'm not making this up
at all.
And the pastor was trying to cover himself up because the gay man was exposing him. And the reason why he was exposing him was because he had sex with this man and did not want to pay the man for his services. And it was, I think he owed him, I think he said $125 for whatever blowjob or sexual activity that they was engaging in. Because these Christian pastors are disgusting, lustful, dirty, greedy, money-hungry bastards, man. So this right here, this article don't surprise me. It's millions of those, It's millions of those. What you about to say?
No. I was just gonna piggyback off you, sir. So, when I was listening to that article or that video, that you were showing me, it was saying that he got 15 minutes of pleasure. So he owed 125, and that he didn't want to pay the 125. But as we were listening to it, it was like, oh yeah, I never, I never had to pay you before. Blah blah blah. This is what the pastor's saying, and the tranny is saying, no, you always paid me. You understand me? So I'm looking like, damn, 15 minutes of pleasure for 125 with a person that's not a man. And like you can, the video, it was just so vulgar. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, the transsexual is manhandling the pastor. And this is it just shows you what Joe Biden has done. So when you went out and voted for Joe Biden, you can thank Joe Biden for that article that Captain showed. You can thank Joe Biden for the article that we're about to get into that Officer Nayar is about to read. You understand me? And just thinking about everything that's not being unveiled right now, because Cap, just like Cap says, this is happening. But guess what? We're not seeing it because it's just so many. And it makes me think about that article that happened up in Boston. You understand me? It was a transsexual man that was found dead. That was found dead. That was found dead in an apartment with little kids aging from 5 to 12, and they're screaming for help. But guess what? No charges was made, thanks to Joe Biden. Come on now, so you telling me it was kids from age from 5 to 12, and it's transgenders, and guess what they found in there? They found drugs and sex toys, and no charges. And this happened in Boston.
Evil. Let's get into that article.
It's a lot, man. It's just, oh man.
Let's get into that article. I'm even though it's no surprise, I'm curious to know what this bastard did.
Right, come on.
Disgusting Christian bastard.
Right.
Twitter is so much more.
Give me one moment.
No sweat. And listen, Commander Junior Honda since back in the day, man, since the 80s. I mean, the IUIC since the 60s has been telling y'all to get the hell up out of them Christian churches.
I'm trying to tell it.
You understand? And the IUIC is a Christian church. I don't give a damn what y'all say.
Right.
Just for all of you ones who's wondering if you in the Christian church and you got that purple on you, yes, you in the Christian church too. Right. It's a Christian church, man. You understand? And listen, Commander Junior have been telling brothers and sisters to get up out of the Christian churches since the 80s. The IUIC has been telling you to get up out of the Christian church since the 60s.
Right.
And it's been proven many times why Commander Junior Honda is so right. Why the IUIC has been so right about y'all getting up out of them churches. Because your children are getting molested in there, man.
Right.
Your children are going and getting molested. They're getting molested at home already. Their uncle, cousin, somebody's molested them already. Father-in-law, or stepfather, I should say. They're getting molested in there. And then you taking them to that church, and guess what? They're getting molested in some dark corner in that church as well. Or in somebody's office in that damn church. And it's happening. And it's evil as hell for you, any of you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians who know about that but don't want to expose it and don't want to tell it what like it is. Right. You understand? That's why in ISK we brave. We gonna come out and we gonna tell these Christian pastors that they're disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here is such a disease, Mardoc. The fact that you got men like this, these men are sick. This ain't no damn leader. This ain't nobody who can save and protect Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians and their children. This is a man that wants to have an orgasm and get high. That's what he wants. He wants an orgasm. And he sees children. He sees children as an opportunity to do so. Go ahead and read that. Oh, man.
A state youth pastor is facing additional charges accused of filming women and girls using the restroom. Daniel Mayfield is facing 5 more charges of voyeurism, 16 more charges of sexual exploitation of a minor. Back in May, Greenwood County deputies say Mayfield admitted to videoing a woman while she was showering. Since then, Mayfield has been accused of recording multiple girls in the bathroom at First Baptist in Gallersville.
How old is this man?
Mayfield is awaiting bond.
He's a devil for sure.
35 years old.
35-year-old. He's a brother, sister. Oh, no, a brother or a devil.
He's a devil.
Yeah, devil. And he's so to keep a long story short, this is a man that has a long rap sheet of videotaping and recording young females, right? How old is these females?
We got a 14-year-old.
14-year-old.
Good, man. I think that was it. It just says 14-year-old, sir.
Like I don't understand the Mardoc. Like I for the life of me, I don't understand. Man. We are so hated in this place.
Facts.
The ISUPK is the most hated organization in the earth. If you think I'm lying, go check the Southern Poverty Law. They call us an extremist hate group, man. They damn near call us a terrorist.
Right.
a terrorist organization. They damn near want to call us a terrorist organization. If they can label us directly a terrorist organization, they would. They might have. It might be somewhere on the internet that we're a terrorist organization. Yet and still, guess what? We don't allow our children to get raped and molested.
Right.
We don't allow it to happen.
Right.
But for some reason, all of these Christian churches, we get so much backlash from all of these. Like, let me help you to wrap your mind around this. I'm gonna help you out to wrap your mind around this. We get countless of phone calls from sisters and brothers who are so much more concerned about why we hate the white man,
right,
or why we so hard on people who smoke weed, right? But nobody calls the pastors at the churches. Nobody calls the religious leaders and say, why do y'all keep molesting children? Why does your church, or why does your religion, why is that religion so responsible for so much sexual deviancies when they're supposed to be people of God? Why? Like, we get asked why we are so rough. Why are we so hardcore? Why do we look so militant? I remember Walker Flocka told one of the brothers in the one of his own, he said, y'all too militant. Yeah, they want to keep coming for us about stuff like that. But when are they going to go and tell the pastors and these Catholic priests, why is it that y'all keep doing that to children? They won't do it. But they'll ask us all day, why the hell do y'all believe in having multiple wives? Yeah, they want to debate us on multiple wives, my doctor. Meanwhile, a child is getting molested somewhere. But multiple wives is more important. The reason why us saying the white man is the devil is more detrimental than a child getting something stuck up in his booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Or a child performing fellatio on a grown man. No. Forget that a child is being molested, abused. Let's talk all day about why we think the white man is the devil. Because really you love the white man. And really you agree with homosexuality and molestation. Because if it wasn't so, then you wouldn't be calling us so mad at us about being militant. Or being so mad at us because we believe in having multiple wives, which is our God-given right. You know, you'd be calling up those disgusting pastors like John Gray and Bishop Eddie Long. Oh, you can't call Bishop Eddie Long no more. I don't know how you're going to call him. You know what I'm saying? And all these other pastors, T.D. Jakes, you don't call them and ask them, why is it that in the realm of Christianity and Catholicism, and even all these other, Buddhism and Islam, why is there so much sexual deviancy in there? Nobody does that. And that's why I just find this story to be horrific. And this is a devil. This is a devil. And you brothers who struggle with homosexuality and struggle with pedophilia, you learned this from your father, who's the devil, because this is what he does. This is his thing.
And if I could add, just to, give everybody, like a visual, we even got to take it to the point where, how we hear the stories and we read the articles on, these devils holding kids and wives captive in their own household. But when they go out in the world, they looked at as what? As a normal human being. Meanwhile, when they come home, they, taking someone out the cage and raping them and, doing all these vile things, having kids with them, raising families, but the family can't leave the house. You understand me? But when that devil come out, oh man, we thought he was a normal guy. You understand me? Oh, he's an outstanding guy. He's a great church member. He's a giving church member. Meanwhile, he got some sister, raising her kids in a dungeon, in a basement. You understand me? And this just shows you how, how the whole Catholic Church operates, man. You understand me? What was that up in up in Ohio. The Sun, what was it? Sandusky.
Sandusky, Sandusky,
that a coach that was molesting the little boys.
Man, come on, man.
During those camps.
Yeah, I remember that.
Come. You understand me? Like, I mean, like, we hearing these things over and over and over again to the point where it's like, damn, it's almost like the norm, Cap. Come on now. It's almost like the norm of we're seeing these articles like Officer Nayar is reading. It shouldn't be like that.
Damn right.
You understand? Just like Cap said, when are we going to challenge these Christian pastors? When are we going to challenge these popes? When are we going to ask them the questions of why do y'all love little boys? Why do y'all like to meddle with little boys and little girls?
Why do you ask them that?
Come.
They wanna troll us all day and ask us how come we keep going and getting no IUIC.
Come.
Probably because we don't want we don't listen. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand this line of work that we in.
Come.
And so therefore it's strange to you.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't something you could even make a good judgment as to whether it's right or wrong because you don't know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get taught to make a judgment.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you're ignorant and you're blind to the fact the scripture says you are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right.
You understand? So with that being said, you should stand by and shut your mouth.
Right.
Otherwise, call us up when you want to know and understand.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can know the difference between the priest and prophets of the Lord and some disgusting wolf in sheep's clothing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Was there something else you about to bring that up?
It's more on this video, though.
Come on, go ahead and get it.
For the magistrate court judge.
Nope. I guess not.
Let's get to the next topic.
So next topic, I should have did it next, but it's back to Twitter IUIC about when them two brothers fought each other in IUIC.
Yeah, I saw. Did you see those pictures? This is what I want for the next. I want us to work on this right for the next radio show. Let's work on figuring out how we can get a video and picture posted up on the what's name so that brothers and sisters in the chat can see it.
Right.
Okay. That way they'll know what we're talking about, right?
Right.
So I don't know how many of y'all are on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Juliana posted this picture. It's the first time I even knew that what was going on. But apparently there had been some kind of a brawl that had happened in the school, in the IUIC Purple Church.
Right, come.
Right. And some brothers up in there got battered up real bad.
Mm-hmm.
A brother got battered up real bad. And there's video, there's pictures all over the damn place, man, of this brother with a swole up ass eye.
Right, come.
A broken ass arm and just all kinds of injuries on him. And is there any more information on the situation? What was the alleged situation that happened?
So if I could just real quick, it hasn't been a official stance on it or how we should proceed with it. But once Commander Jenny Hanna had made that post, who was it? Captain Zaryak had actually pulled up their arrest record for them being arrested for the charge. So
what was the charge? Do you know?
I believe like assault, battery, or something along the lines of that.
Right.
But I know Commander Jenny Hanna, he was breaking it down tonight. So as far as that's all I know.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is because we have rules and we have protocols and how we do stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna speak on nothing until after we go and get the good full understanding of what happened in that situation. We're gonna go back and watch it. We're gonna bring back next week, or we're gonna talk about it on next Wednesday.
Right,
You understand? That way we can give you a thorough understanding of what happened. And let me also say this: the IUIC niggas, even though we're gonna get the breakdown on it, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? If this is just one of them things where they allow some brothers to get up in there and brawl out. You know what I'm saying? On some ignorant street nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that, you know, in the attack of the brother street, because I understand the IUIC hate street niggas. But I'm just saying, like, on some ignorant shit that they know ain't got nothing to do with the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because of their lack of understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I yield on that. Let's see what we can go. What else you got?
All right, so we got this next article. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh man.
What she did now, y'all?
All right, so Jada Pinkett Smith responds after son Jaden says she introduced their family to
drugs, right?
Yeah, it was the
drugs. Wow.
Right, I remember seeing that article. And what was her response?
All right, so I'm gonna read it. All right, so Jada Pinkett Smith is speaking out on her son, Jaden Smith, claims that she introduced. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's that
psychedelic drugs.
Guys, like psychedelic drugs to their family in a few months. It is all against answered in the book. Jada, 51 years old, told People on Friday, June 30th, while she discussing her upcoming October 17th memory worthy. Until then, she is holding her tongue. Jaden, which is 24 years old, made the claim earlier that this week at Denver's Psychedelic Science Convention, according to the Entertainment Tonight. I think it was my mom. Actually, that was really the first one to make the step for the family.
Wow.
He recalled of his first experiences with psychedelics. It was just her for a really, really long time. Then eventually it just trickled and evolved. And everybody found it in their own ways. Jaden also said his experimentations with psychedelic drugs helped him grow a stronger bond with his siblings. Wow. And his sister Willow, 22 years old, have brother Trey, which is 30 years old. Siblings can argue so much and fight so much, and Lord knows me and my siblings have done so much of that in the past. He admitted, but the level of love and empathy that I can feel for them inside of the systolic experiences and outside the experiences have been something that was profound and beautiful.
Stop right there. If you don't mind, Mark.
You can't.
Jada Pinkett is a horrible mother. You know, Will Smith is a horrible father. Lord be with these children. You know, Jaden and Willow Smith. You know, I'm sure everybody has their own opinion of them because of the things that they've done, but these children are the products of bad parenting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe him. I believe that his mother introduced him to some sort of drugs. She has this very she has that very what you call it, rebellious and liberated style mindset, where she feels like she should be able to flow and be however she wants to be and whatever makes her feels good. You know, and we've seen countless of things from her, you know, even up to her, you know, admitting at Red Table Talk that, you know, that she was being a disgusting whore behind Will Smith's back with August Alsina. You know, I don't put nothing past us. It's like Lord be with his brother Jaden. You know, and what they don't understand is how much they've destroyed these children to the point where, you know, these children are drug addicts. These children are having sex. They're being homosexuals and lesbians, and And the Lord is going to punish them for that, man. The Lord is going to. You're going to have to explain why you allowed your children to go into that madness, man. And Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are on the same boat, man.
Oh man,
they on the same goddamn boat, man. You know, so it's. I'm sorry. Now you was about to say something there?
I was agreeing with you.
Yeah, man. This is evil. That shit is just so evil. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it.
If I could, Cap, just to expound just a little bit on what you're saying, because I mean everything you're saying is 100% facts.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And it's to the point where it's like, you know, just like I said before, it's like this is the norm, Cap. You understand? Like us reading these stories, this is the norm versus us being righteous people. And you know, being the greatest people that have ever walked the face of this earth, we gotta read articles like this. Right. We gotta look at Jada Pinkett Smith having what she called it an entanglement. You understand me? And now she her son is saying, man, our mom introduced us to drugs, so now we can live freely on drugs.
So, like, if I could, this reminds me of something else, and I know you probably ain't got this article lined up, but if you could, look for the article that talks about Keke Palmer and her husband. You understand? For those of y'all that are not familiar, Keke, what is I'm saying her name right?
Yeah, that's right, sir.
Right, the dark-skinned sister, Keke Palmer. Her husband was vocal on Instagram, and her husband was not feeling the fact that she was doing some. I think she was with Usher. Usher was singing this song to her, and she was wearing some whore's outfit, outfit that a whore would wear. You know what I'm saying? And the brother spoke out. Her husband spoke out and said, basically showing his disdain for how she was dressed,
right?
Because of the fact that you know you got children. Like, what you doing? You know, you representing yourself a certain way. You up here, whatever, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's just evil. You found it for me? Yeah. Let's hear. I want to hear the article. I want you to read this.
All right. So, Keke Palmer's boyfriend defends shaming her outfit. I have standards and morals.
This man said he has standards and moral. If anybody is following this whole thing that's going on with them right now, this man is shaming his woman for the outfit that she was wearing. He's shaming the outfit she was wearing. Because if you look at the outfit, it was very revealing, and it did not say, I am a mother.
Right.
It did not say, I am married. It said, I am a whore.
Right.
And this man is speaking up saying, I don't approve of this.
Right, exactly.
This is not what I want. This is not what looks good to our family. And guess what happened to this brother? He got dragged all over the place, which is very typical for a black man.
Yeah.
A black man cannot speak out and say, bitch, I don't want you wearing that.
Right, exactly.
That's embarrassing.
That's
I don't want you wearing that. Because then what do they say? You're a hater.
Right.
And you're controlling. Right. And what? Abusive.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that just piggyback to off, what you were saying as far as, when we were talking about, calling out these pastors for being, molesters. It's like we're trying to, protect our families. We're trying to, protect our moral standards when it comes to having a woman covered up. You understand me? So white society wants our women to be what? Sex objects or, sex appeal drives. Meanwhile, a man, deep down inside, a man don't want his wife being half naked on, whether, it's, for a concert or hell, even coming out the house. We don't want our woman half dressed. Cover yourself up. We always say that, but it's like we get ridiculed and we get talked about as if, oh man, y'all controlling. Oh, it's hot outside now, y'all. What you supposed to wear? Come on now. It's ways to be, provocative without being provocative.
Right.
Like Jeremy Hyman said, it's something up under that dress. You understand me? It's something up under that dress that's going to be, great for your husband and your husband only. You understand me? You can, of course, according to, how your husband wants the, his household ran. You can wear those things around the house. You understand me? You can wear that, things, in the bedroom. But why you gotta be half naked going outside? Come on now, y'all. Let's get it.
And I've heard this a lot, and I asked a lot of women this. I actually asked them today, what is wrong with women being modest? And that's a sensitive topic for women. So the things that I've heard most of the time is one was it's hot.
It's hot.
Right.
Stay in the house.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
It's hot, stay in the house. That's what Short said.
Man, I'm trying to
It's
say.
hot, stay in the house. But another one is that gets me is that they would say, I'm doing it for myself. I worked hard for this body, so I'm gonna show it off. And if my man has a problem, then he doesn't love me, or he doesn't, or something cool.
And if you about to say something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, if you work hard for your body,
mm-hmm.
but everybody can see your body. If I'm not mistaken, it's not as valuable anymore.
Exactly.
Like I if I'm your man and this is my body, but everybody can see it,
right?
I don't know if I want it no more.
Don't want it.
I want. This is something I'm hoping that I can only see in the privacy of my bedroom.
Right. Exactly.
Go ahead.
It's like when a brand new Jordan drop.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to the mall, you go out to the club. Everybody
got the goddamn shoes on.
I ain't wearing these shit.
I don't want to wear them. Because nigga, you wearing them, and you wearing them, and you wearing them, and you wearing them, she wearing them. I don't want to wear them no more. So like, go ahead.
And if I could, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Kaz or Shar. They had said, like in their classroom, it's like receiving an Amazon package and it's been tampered with. What you gonna do? You gonna send that package back? Right. You understand me? It's like it's the same thing with a woman. You don't want a woman that's been tampered with. You understand me? You don't want a woman that's been opened up, examined, and let me see if I want this package right here. Right. And then they just close it up and they just send it back on its way. Come on now.
So like, only I'm supposed to know about that little birthmark on the bottom of your ass.
Exactly.
Why the hell does everybody need to know about it?
That's 100% facts.
Showing your nipples.
Come on now.
And that's just become the norm in this society.
Yeah, it is.
I literally, and listen, I literally go on my Facebook and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and you know how Facebook and these social media sites is. They got these algorithms now that do little stupid shit. Mm-hmm. And if you watch something, then it gets related to something you watch. Right, and then next thing you know, you start seeing certain things in your timeline that you never even knew was going to be on your timeline, but it's there. And then you see all of these naked or half-naked women all on your timeline, and you just wonder why are these sisters so confident in showing off their nakedness?
Right.
Why are they so? Why is it that way? And then you realize, man, it's because the Daughters of Zion has just become so deep in this whoredom that they don't have the discipline to keep themselves covered because that society has taught them that that's what it means to be beautiful, to be naked, which is such the white woman's culture.
Oh man,
go ahead.
It's like I said. I actually talked to a brother and asked him while his reel was beside him. I was like, so how do you feel about your wife being half dressed, half naked? And he was just like, he doesn't care. Like I'm not insecure. I feel like that's what insecure dudes do. They always be worried about what a bitch do. And you always worry about what a bitch do. Man, that bitch, it's lucky for my language, but that's what they say. It's like I done heard dudes tell me to stay out of bitch business. Well, he ain't tell me that, but I heard a dude say that. Stay out of bitch business.
Well, because you was saying something about how they, yeah, man. And it's evil. Because every brother, I remember Captain Tazariak said this one time, and ever since he said this, you know what I'm saying, it makes so much sense to me. Right? And this is just absolutely true. I don't care how many brothers get salty from hearing this. You just got to hear the truth. You understand? If you stop liking whores, if you stop enabling that, if you start disdaining certain habits, we get on social media, and a good majority of all of the likes and attention that goes on them pictures where them sisters are half naked and their titties are showing, and they twerking. All you got to do is just see how many people are liking it and what people are liking. And most of the time it's brothers liking all of that shit and comment on the shit. What's up, queen? You look good, queen. Yo, hit me up, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk, whatever. Nobody is up there saying, except for the IUIC, nobody is up there saying, cover your funky behind up. Cover your nasty behind the fuck up and stop doing that. Because that's not becoming of a daughter of Israel, man. Nobody is doing that but the IUIC. You want your daughters to start representing you the right way, and you have got to start raising them the right way. If you want to, this is one of my pet peeves. Don't talk to me about, if you're a brother in the world don't talk to me about how there ain't no good women out there while in the same conversation talking about how many hoes you fuck with and how many hoes this and that. Stop making whores out of these women. You understand? Like, stop doing it. Just because she's a whore don't mean you gotta have sex with her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What you should be doing is you should be correcting her. You should say, you should not be doing this. This is not the right way to live. And when you start doing that, and women start realizing that brothers don't like that, then they'll change. They'll change. The only reason why they doing this horse shit is because somebody likes it. Somebody likes to be able to have pussy anytime they can get it. Excuse my language. Somebody likes to be able to have vagina whenever they can get it, or however they can get it. And if you are out there like Sukiana and all of these other nasty Glorilla, and all of these other nasty rappers who promote this sex and nasty pornography culture. I call it pornography rap now. I don't call this rap, this women rap. I call this pornography rap, Nayor. These women are rapping pornography style rap because this really, really, really explicit shit that they be saying. And I be saying to my mind, who is listening to this? You know what I'm saying? If you don't check these women on it, and you just allow them to do that, and you have sex with these women, then don't get mad when you can't find a good woman, because you're turning our daughters into whores,
And not only that too, Cap. Like, they can't get mad when they get herpes. They get mad, like when they get these STDs.
Shalom.
You understand me? Like, like we have to realize that, of course, who you lay down with is a true representation of yourself. You understand me? Like, you have to, choose who you gonna lay down with, like, as far as having sex with, very, very wisely. And I remember Jeremiah Hyman saying this, like, when brothers come into the truth, they may not, have a wife off rip. You understand me? And just like Cal was saying, like making this truth your first love and making this your first wife. You understand? All that's gonna come later. You understand me? Trust and believe all that's gonna come later. But you gotta realize, man, that this truth is number one. Learning these breakdowns, learning these scriptures, learning how to present yourself, learning how to treat your brother and sister, learning how to just be a good brother. You understand me? And then everything else is good. It's just gonna fall in place, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about these, don't worry about these women. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about, what's going on in the world. Worry about what's going on in this truth of how we building up the kingdom of heaven right before your eyes, man.
Right.
Then you'll be able to see, like, oh, man, none of this stuff even matters anymore, man.
That's right.
Nothing even matters anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because life is truly about warfare, man. Warring with these things that, that back in the world that you have issues with, man. You understand me? And overcoming those stumbling blocks that you that you was having issues with in the world. Now you're able to overcome them. Now you're able to master these things. Now you're able to sharpen your sword. Now you're able to do what? Now you're able to give advice and give counsel to brothers and sisters and help them come out of the same hellhole that you were once in.
Damn right.
You understand me? That's true right there, man. You understand? Like John Muhammad always say, make your election sure, man. Mm-hmm. You understand me? Mm-hmm. Don't worry about the next person. You understand? Make your election sure. Make sure that you're doing the right thing. Make sure that you're a righteous man. Make sure that you're a righteous woman. Then everything's gonna fall in place. It's like
I'm gonna start reading that article.
I'll
be ready with the time.
And give Mardaki a hand on that one because he's so right. He's so damn right. Go ahead if you got that article.
Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Harrius. Harrius Jackson, who's also the father of her children. The father of her child's life, isn't backing down after publicly shaming her wardrobe choice for Usher's show, and now says her sheer fit reflects poorly on their family. Harrius is defending his initial comments on his wife's sexy outfit after catching a ton of heat for his criticism. Specifically, he said she shouldn't wear such revealing outfit because she's a mother.
Right.
And doubling down, Harris said Wednesday, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and the mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. Unapologetically, he added this is my family and my representation. I have standards and I have morals to what I believe. I rest my case. The controversy started Wednesday afternoon when Harrius tweeted a video showing Keke in a sheer dress as Usher's Cinderella's. Am I saying that? Yes, Cinderella's. I think I'm saying that right. Cinderella's as her. It's like her at the Las Vegas residence. Harriet said it's the outfit though. You a mom. Tons of folks lashed out at Darius in the replies, but now he's sticking to his guns. For her part, Keke hasn't said anything on social media in the wake of Darius' criticism. And I think that's it. That's he should though.
He right. You right.
I wouldn't give a damn what nobody say.
He did right, man.
Right.
He didn't, and he's not gonna listen. This is not gonna go very far with him, as far as anything positive. He's in the okay. How do I explain it? In the entertainment business, or just popular, in popular opinion in this society, he's going to get a lot of backlash from that. Because this goes against this women's empowerment bullshit. Women's empowerment tells women that they can be whores. Women's empowerment ain't got nothing to do with, like, this is what you think women's empowerment is. You think women's empowerment is a woman going and getting degrees and becoming successful. Right? That's not what women's empowerment is. That's just what it's covered up to be. Women's empowerment is to give women the what's the word I want to use? To give them the motivation to go and be as rebellious as they want to be.
Right.
To go and live life that they want to live, and that's what that's all about. you know, this brother, and I feel for him on this one. Because I'm like, if I see my woman up there and she's wearing something that just looks overly sexualized, which it is, and you're dancing with this guy, okay, cool, you entertainers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't let my woman do all of that, but, you know, this is a man in the world. He's married to an entertainer. His entertainer was up there doing some entertaining shit.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But to see her with something revealing, it's almost like you got to ask your woman, what made you want to wear that?
Right, exactly.
What made you want to wear that? Because we're married. And if you wore that, knowing that we're married, and this means that both of your cheeks is exposed.
Oh, man.
I don't even know exactly what the outfit was like, but I heard that it was really, really revealing. Then what does that mean to me? Well, what does that means to me? I'm gonna tell you what it means to me. What that means to me is that, yeah, I'm the man you have sex with. Yeah, I'm the man you share children with. But at any moment that you need some attention outside of me, you're going to give it to somebody else.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because it's a lot of them looking at you. It's a lot of them that want it. You know, it's a lot of them that's got the money. If they want to get it, they're going to get it from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all women got to understand that dressing like that in public is advertising. Whether you think it is or not. Because if you have a man, you don't have to do that.
Right.
Because the cheeks, the box, the breast, the body that you have, those items on your body belong to your husband. We just read it in scripture. Like, it belongs to your husband. So why would you need to show off those things in public? Well, whether you believe it or not, if you have to show it off in public, it's because you want something from the public. There are men out there that you want attention from other than your husband.
Right.
That's why we call you a whore. That's why we say that that's some whore shit you wearing.
Right.
We want you to feel bad about that. Because if you got a man, no other man should see the things that your man, that belongs to your man. Nobody should see that. You shouldn't want them to see it. Are you saying that your husband's praise or his love for you ain't enough?
Right.
Because that's what you're saying. If you mean to tell me that you have to wear some fishnet leggings or whatever that's revealing and showing all your body, and you wear this short skirt and breast and behind busted out and everything, what you're telling your husband when you do that is that you want other people to also see you. And if I'm not mistaken, my doctor, you can correct me on this. This was an issue that Stephen Curry had with his wife.
Aisha Curry.
Yeah, where she wanted to be all, she wanted to get it. She even admitted it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna give her props. Yeah. At least she was brave enough to say that she saw her husband getting attention and she felt like she wanted to get some attention too.
Right.
She didn't even lie about it.
Right.
You know, Kiki Palmer and them, they'll probably just say, "Oh, you a hater, stop hating. It ain't nothing serious. It ain't nothing like that." Well, at least this broad said, well, I saw you out there getting all this attention and I just wanted some attention too.
And if I could just add too, you understand, it was like, you know, she did this freely on multiple occasions, but once again, like this is slowly but surely becoming a norm of how society wants us to perceive Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, as far as being, promiscuous, as far as being, sex objects. You understand me? They want us to, as far as to the point where it's like, man, they want us to live up to their standard and not living up to the Most High standard.
Right.
You understand? And it's to the point, like with the whole Kiki Palmer, like Officer Nayar said, it says a brother has standards. You're a mom. And you dress like this. And if you look at the video, man, good night. Like everything is just out just freely. And this is a mom, but you got to think about it when it comes to these city girls. When it comes to Megan and the Stallions, the Cardi B, all this stuff is out as well too. So it's like they following the trend of being whores. You understand? And the whores, the origin comes from white society. But they pushing it on black society. When in retrospect, what we're supposed to be doing, we're supposed to be modest, like also Nayar said. Black women, Latino women, and Native Indian women, they're supposed to be dressing modest. That's the origin of black people. That's the origin of the quote-unquote black woman. You understand me? But thanks be to Joe Biden, he wants us to just live freely, live your life. What was that saying? You only live once.
Yeah, I remember, I think Drake was saying that, right? You only live once.
And good night. Look at Drake with the pink nails.
Oh,
sidebar.
So wait a minute.
Sidebar.
So like your topic, I know that probably wasn't in your topic. So like, but Drake is on goddamn. So like, what kind of time we got? So like,
this is right.
12 o'clock. I was right. Just one more. Just like if I could. Your boy Drake is out here on. Your boy Drake is on daggone Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wearing pink fingernails. Now these brothers has been doing this for the longest time with the nail things, but these brothers are so feminine and zesty in the damn industry, bro.
Right.
And y'all look up to y'all. Listen, I don't understand for the life of me, y'all, how so many people quote a lot of this stuff. Like that's for example what we was just saying about Drake, and he used to always say, "You live only once," you know, that YOLO thing, right? And everybody lives by these philosophies that they hear these rich niggas say. And the only reason why they listen to them because of what? Because they're rich,
right?
You know, they feel like these people obviously know what they're talking about because they got a lot of money, right? Well, listen. If you want to follow somebody who puts pink fingernail on his fingers, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna serve Commander Junior Yohana.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? These are brothers. Like, listen, these are brothers who are sellouts, and they compromise their masculinity or their manhood to appease the white man, to appease women. You know what I'm saying? Drake is not somebody, and Drake is not somebody you should want to trust to guard your household. I don't want, no woman should want a nigga that's going to wear pink fingernail polish to try to protect them if somebody came up and tried to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just it looks horrible and very zesty and horrible and terribly gay. You know what I'm saying? That these brothers do that. The entire industry is full of homosexuals. I don't even know what to say. The Lord is going to destroy this place. I think we at that point. Because it's like, I'm running out of words. I'm running out of goddamn words how to describe things. Because I think we're just really coming to the end of this place. I think that's what it really is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to elaborate more on it. If you want to see Drake wearing his pink fingernails, just go on Facebook and look at it, and you'll see where the sad state of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men is today. But if you want to see where the future is going to be, what the future is going to behold, then tune into the IUIC classes Monday through Friday. Tune into those classes. Look at our camp videos. Type in IUIC any city. I don't care if it's Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Philadelphia, New York, California, wherever you at, Kansas City. Type in IUIC in that city. Find out what the future of the kingdom of heaven is going to behold. You know what I'm saying? And tune into NoAffiliation Radio, man. You understand, in South Carolina. And keep on following Commander General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? Because Commander General Yohana is the only man authorized by the Lord thy God to run or to lead Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians until the return of our King Yahushua. With that being said, this is NoAffiliation Radio, and we out.
Damn right. That's how it